They can both thrive on offense and move the ball downfield.
Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Green 80, 95, 95. You. Green 85.
The first carry for the legend, it's Bo Jackson. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Green 15.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and
36 power.
Now a give right side. It's Jackson, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of a yard, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Watch the screen. Go, Mike. Hey, let's go.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Reggie White, what a force. Got back there for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch the safety creep. Shift.
The drive starts with a handoff to Blunt. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Don't say nothing.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
From midfield, here's Wentz. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Mike's 50. 5-9. Mike's 50. Stay with your man. Kill. Back. Check 24. Check 24.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed fourth down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Bang out, bang out, bang, bang, bang out, bang out, bang, bang. 4 down, 4 down. Off.
On third down, Wilson. He is going to find Hill here. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 49 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point tacked on by Lambo, and that makes the score 7-0. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Go! At their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Eagles.
Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Solid.
From the gun, it's Wentz. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Never make the mistake that these slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Wentz going to try and throw on third. Hard throw, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Check Mike, 27. Check Mike. 87.
They do go for it. It's Wentz. And Tate's got it. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. Running with Howard. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the Dolphins' 46-yard line.
Here we go. The 20. Here we go. Sunday. Here we go.
Play fake to Blunt. Now it's Wentz. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
81. Mike's 50, Mike. I got one.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer, Ken Houston. Look, there he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded at the 2. And what a return. He's all the way down to the 30.
I know the special teams coach will not permit himself a smile here, but inside he's glowing. This is what he practices for. This is what he schemes. This is what he watches tape to put himself and his team in a position to score points. An absolute dream return.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, 30 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Elliott good on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A first down run not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
But, you know, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Check. 14.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
14.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now Wilson on first down. And that's caught inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here's Wilson on third down, and that's complete to McCaffrey. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Once again here on second and 10. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And it's third down.
Here we go. Waiting. 55. Hey, kill. Hey, 4, kill. 5.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Tate. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Mike, 55. Corky, 82, Corky.
On first and 10, here's Wentz. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. To throw, it's Wentz. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. This time they stay on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. We now proceed to the start of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This will be taken short.
Let's go.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On second down, it's Howard. Howard has the first down and then some. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Clement. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 22 yards there, a first down. On 1st down, Blunt. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, they run with Smallwood. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 14.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go, here we go. 180! Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Sponge! Hey, empty! Empty! Shoot! Shoot! What's that?
On 3rd down, Blunt. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. The left side completion to Jones. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
There's Wilson to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Check 15. You go take. You got take. You got take.
They'll run on 1st down. Blunt. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Check safety. Check safety. Go. Watch the eye. Kill. Joker.
On 2nd down now, it's Howard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55.
Wentz now to throw. Over the middle, complete to Tate. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Hey, Haywood. You better be afraid of me. 36. Hey, switch gears. Check. Watch out.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Steps away to his left. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that, because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 29-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. Hey, 0. 51, Mike 51.
They'll run again with Jackson. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run on 1st down with Jackson. And an alley to run. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great play there. 67 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Wentz will try again on second down. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And now it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Play action. Now Wentz. This is caught by Jackson. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, Team 6. Team 6. Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. I got you, Pop. Check 26, check 26.
Wentz now on first down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The reception good for 7. It's third down. From midfield, here's Wentz. And that is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
It's brought in left side by Tate. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Wentz. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. It was the free safety, LaMarcus Joyner, that time, able to make the play. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
Great 15, great 15, push!
Back to the air on second down. Wentz. Ertz over the middle. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, 35 yards. And the Eagles get a score closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know, you
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Oh, Wilson going to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. The Dolphins on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. On third down, this is Jackson. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
I'm letting you know right now, you better. Mike 51. Let's go.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Eagles' 29-yard line.
Ready?
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you from the broadcast booth. And, partner, before we get this thing started, what are you going to be watching?
Who gets off to a fast start? In horse racing terms, they talk about catching a flyer out of the gate. Who sets the pace and makes the other team chase?
Elliott now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. On first down, McAllister. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll try the left side. McAllister, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Rodney McLeod that time able to knock it away.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. He's checking.
They'll begin here with Blunt. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Demario Davis there on the stop. This is Howard on 2nd down. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
They do go for it. It's Wentz. That's to his running back, complete. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissue. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 more on that one, and another first down. On the ground, Corey Clement, his first carry. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On 2nd down, Blunt. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion.
Switch. Check 52. Quick dash. Go. Tight go. Mike. 59. It's our field.
Now a carry for Blunt. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. We're scoreless after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming.
Here we go. 180! Don't get nervous, man. We begin to turn you up.
His throw incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Hey, watch the slant. Shit,
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
Huh? You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
It's 3rd and 11.
180! I'm coming after you. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Let's go.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Michael Thomas, who turned 26 in March, now the league's highest paid wideout, signing a 5-year, $100 million extension in late July that will run through 2024.
He's the highest paid non-quarterback ever, though we know as far as these things go, that could change quickly in the league, but still a huge contract for him and deserved. 125 catches last year, led the NFL, 5th highest total in league history. Not bad for a guy that when he played Little League football, he's one of the guys that, you know, the coach said, okay, who hasn't played yet? Because everyone has to play a minimum number of plays. That's what he was doing when he was in Little League football. Now he's one of the best receivers in the NFL.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score.
Yellow.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Mahomes going to throw. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's... Well, Charles, if you think so far the early part of the preseason, who has stood out? If you take a peek back at the draft, the first round, it was pretty defensively minded, but there were 3 quarterbacks taken. Kyler Murray first, Daniel Jones 6th, Dwayne Haskins 15th. Of those guys, they've looked pretty good.
I agree with you, Brandon. When you talk about those 3 quarterbacks, and you're right, the rest of the draft, we're talking about big linemen, right? We're talking about defensive players, not a lot of skill players in the first round. But let's take the quarterbacks very quickly. Kyler Murray, by acclamation, went to Arizona. Everyone excited about it. and I think his team remains excited about his prospects. They're eager to see him play. He became the starter as soon as he was drafted. Daniel Jones, that was a different situation in New York. The fans weren't real excited about him coming in, but the reason they drafted him has a similar demeanor and talent to Eli Manning, and he's acquitting himself quite nicely in the early going. And Dwayne Haskins a little more up and down in Washington, but they love the big arm of this guy, and he's back at home. Remember, he grew up in Potomac, Maryland.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
82, 82. Hey, box truck. Watch the screen. Here we go.
Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. And Tate's got it. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Well, Charles, while we have a moment, you know what we need to do here is give a nod to the new Hall of Famers who were brought into Canton and inducted on August the 3rd. Champ Bailey, Pat Bowlen, Gil Brandt, Tony Gonzalez, Ty Law, Kevin Mawai, Ed Reed, and Johnny Robinson, all part of the class.
Fantastic class. When you talk about guys who played at a top level, obviously they're Hall of Famers. But what I found interesting about it is you've got a great pass catcher, the best pass catching tight end in history, in Tony Gonzalez. How would he like to work against his secondary? Champ Bailey and Ty Law at corner, Ed Reed and Johnny Robinson at safety. Good luck trying to get open against those 4. What a matchup that would have been, but it was a terrific night for those gentlemen. Congratulations. And, of course, Ed Reed's bust will go down in history because they got the hair exactly right, and Ed had a ball up there in his Hall of Fame speech.
And remember, next year they're going to celebrate the centennial year of the NFL with a special class of 20, so get ready for those speeches.
I wonder if they'll do it like Johnny Robinson this year, who actually submitted a video instead of going up to the podium, and his speech was about 5 minutes long, which is probably about the right length.
Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the 1st.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
This is caught inside the 15. A big play there just before halftime. 52 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, you got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Check 99. Check 99.
On 3rd down, Blunt, and he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The kick by Elliott is good, and they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So a well-paced drive. They were able to calmly take it down the field, and then they finished the half with 3 points.
Yeah, and that's what's commonly known as playing the 2-for-1 game, right? Being able to get the points at the end of the half, knowing you're getting the ball to start the second half, gives you a chance to go out and double what you got done in the first half.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
Forced out to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Well, let's have some fun while we have a minute here. Fantasy drafts are in full swing. I know I've got my family fantasy draft coming up, Charles. Who would be your top 3 picks? I know that you're a noted fantasy football expert, so who would you take?
Well, you've got to start with guys who are going to touch the football and put it in the end zone, right? You got to score points. How about Saquon Barkley with the Giants? You know he's going to run it. He's going to catch it. When they get desperate, they may actually have him return it as well. Alvin Kamara is an absolute matchup nightmare for everyone. And Christian McCaffrey, did he ever come off the field last year?
Deshaun Jackson off to the races. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, 61 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hold now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Mahomes now to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Reggie White able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now Mahomes eluding the pressure right. That was good. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a gain of 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Mike 51, Mike 51. I got it. Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch. Hey, Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday. 51 to Mike, boy, 51. Here we go, D.
Now here's Mahomes. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Reggie White picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Big stop, let's go.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10.
51's the mic. 15. Get in the weight room. Let's go. Mike 51. Mike 51.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 10 yards out, as his guys are back within a single score.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded at the 2.
The Eagles get over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Switch. Check 13.
Now Blunt. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
He's brought down by Ryan Shazier.
3 quarters in the books. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. On 2nd and 7, Wentz. And he rifles one incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And that'll make it third down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now Wentz. And this is caught by Jackson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 down at the 33. Here's Blunt. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Again, here's Blunt. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a two-score game, his third field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
11 yards there, first down. .25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Check it.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. 25 yards for the touchdown, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Lutz with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is taken at his 4. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the 24, Wentz. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. That one a first down pickup of 8. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
Hey, Alpha.
To throw is Wentz. This one complete to Smallwood.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. To throw, it's Wentz. This one complete to Smallwood. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. 280.
Wentz to throw. Ertz has it left side. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Wentz to throw for it on 4th. Flush to his right. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They'll run again with Blunt. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. LeGarrette Blunt, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. It was the veteran safety Malcolm Jenkins who got a hand in there to disrupt it. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.